3A Division 1. Let's roll out our predictions for 3A Division 1. You can see them up on your screen right now. By the way, you can find all our predictions up on TexasFootball.com. We'll start in Region 1. Region 1, it's a sweep. We all like Brock to win the 3A Division 1 Region 1 championship once again. The state runner-up from a year ago has shaken off some early losses and has gotten hot at the right time and is playing very good football. I think their defense is the real X factor here. Their defense has really been good all year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even in their losses, their defense is pretty good. They held Pleasant Grove to 10 points.
Yeah.
Like, that's impressive to me. Furthermore, I think this is, here's a hot take. I think the second best team in that region is a team they've already beaten in Paradise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jim Ned might have something to say, but Paradise is probably the second best.
Yeah, the problem with Jim Ned's so they'll lay an egg on you.
Yes.
They're
at
just
any point in time.
The sleeper, the two sleepers here, Bushland, keep an eye on Bushland,
High flying.
and Clyde.
I know you love Clyde.
My beloved Clyde.
I know you love
I
the
do love
Bulldogs of
Clyde.
Clyde.
Love Clyde. Don't we all love Clyde, don't we, folks? Region 2, this is a perfect example of do not mistake unanimity for certainty.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me super nervous that we all took Malakoff. Now, I like Malakoff a lot.
Yes.
I think Malakoff's excellent. The speed they've got, the defense they've got, I think they're a juggernaut. With that said, Winsboro,
They're going to run into Winsboro, yeah.
Grandview, Whitney,
Pottsboro.
West. Region 3 or Region 2 rather, is loaded, and so it makes me tense that all of us took Malakoff. Even though I think Malakoff's the best team, it's like one slip up, and there's plenty of landmines here in Region 2.
It made me. I kept going back and forth between Malakoff and Winsboro. I really like Winsboro. I think when they got that big win over Pottsboro in a really, really dominant fashion,
they did.
That was something that sparked the flag in my mind of, okay, keep looking at Winsboro. I think Malakoff can outscore them, and that's why I ultimately lean that way. But Winsboro was right on the cusp for me. It would not be a surprise for me if Winsboro, because they're so physical. They're a fun football team to watch.
And their quarterback, Kyler Finney's a dude.
Yes.
He's a straight-up dude. Region 3, here's a funny thing. Nobody took the two-time defending champs to win their region. We've all just kind of forgotten about Franklin. But all of us, or rather everyone in this room, took Columbus. Columbus, and then Ish took Hitchcock, presumably to at some point avenge a loss to Columbus.
Look, I hate to give Ish credit, but shout out Ish for picking Hitchcock.
They could do. I mean, certainly the upside is there. The upside is there. Let's talk about Franklin for a moment. We're certainly not burying the two-time defending champs because they lost one game. I think this is more about how good Region 3 is.
Oh, it's deep. This we've talked about this earlier. This has got to be one of the deepest regions out of any classification, point blank.
We didn't even mention Lorena.
No.
Right? Lorena's in that mix. Who else is in it? Little River Academy. This is a really good, deep region. And to talk about the team we picked to win the region here, I think Columbus, the word is complete.
Yes.
When I watch them and I see what they do, they are good at everything. They're good offensively. They're good defensively. They're sound on special teams. They block well. They tackle well. They do the fundamentals. They run the ball. They throw the ball. Like, I don't know. Columbus looks like the most complete team to me.
Yeah, when they not only beat Hitchcock, but
I was about to say that.
a hurting on them, and Hallettsville too. Like, I mean, Hallettsville is one of those teams that we haven't talked about much that still is a pretty good program, but Yoakum, I mean, LaGrange and Giddings, those are good teams too. Their resume is unbelievable, but for me, it's the fact that, like I kind of mentioned earlier with Holly making me nervous being one-dimensional, that is just not the case.
Yeah.
The superstar quarterback, they've got the whole clan of Shobles out there. Like, until they're gone, it's hard to pick
there's
against
just
them.
more
No,
Shobles.
yeah.
They
There's
just
more
keep going.
Shobles. There's so many
There's
Shobles.
so many Shobles.
So here's the thing, and I'll just say this, and certainly I'm drawing some broad conclusions here. We could have regional semifinals in Region 3 of Hitchcock versus Franklin and Lorena versus Columbus.
That rocks.
That's hot.
I mean, even the bi-district matchup, Hitchcock and Little River Academy.
That's a great game.
Hallettsville and Franklin, Lorena and Yoakum.
Yoakum, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Lorena
both of them
Yoakum.
being played Thursday night in College Station. I
That's
want to get
sleepy
down there
good,
so
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you're.
I can't.
You'd start a dumb show.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's
Oh.
that we have 50 games that we're broadcasting on Thursday night.
On Dave Campbell's Texan Live.
Live.
TexanLive.com to stream a bunch of games. Okay, Region 4. Let's keep this thing moving. Region 4 is maybe the most interesting region to me because I'm not sure there's a clear-cut favorite.
No.
3 of us took Jourdanton, newly ranked, by the way. Newly ranked Jourdanton, 10-0. Daryl Andrews' squad has been excellent. I am not quite sure how battle-tested they are. Their opponents are combined 38-60 on the year. But you can only beat the teams in front of you. 2 of you guys, who was it? It was Ish and Step, took Edna. The reigning regional final champion. Why are you making that noise?
I have
mean,
nothing to say.
well, I was going to take Lano.
Okay. You want to cut his mic for me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, did Arlington make the playoffs?
They did. They get Highland
Yeah.
Park.
Because Coppell made the playoffs.
Kick 'em.
Because Coppell made the playoffs. All that's to say,
Yeah, we know.
Edna's the reigning Edna's the reigning regional champion. You're well within your rights to do that. Their losses on the year are a 1-point double overtime loss to Refugio.
yeah.
And then they got beat by Goliad. Real sleeper here. Goliad. Real sleeper in Region 4. Yeah, Region 4 feels more wide open. I think that it's not fair, but like we all view that as like, oh, who's going to get fed to the Region 3 champion? Because Region 3 has dominated Region 4
Right.
historically.
Well, we'll have the answer to who is right here in the area around.
Because the thing is, Region 3 is like the speed region,
Yes.
and Region 4 is like the power region.
Oh, hard hitting. I mean, you look at Edna's or Jourdanton's
Yep.
offensive line, and there are some big old boys.
They're
like
huge.
and that's what has been the issue in Region 3 is they just run past them.
Yep.
Franklin's done it the past couple of years.
And even
Any of those other teams can do it too.
And when Franklin won the 2021 state championship, they were in Region 4, but like there was just kind of a known, they were like, goes District 13, and it was just like, oh no, they're a Region 3 team that just happens to be in Region 4, and they ran through them because the speed's such a killer. So, but Region 4 is going to be really interesting. If we get to a Jourdanton-Edna matchup, area
Literally a
matchup,
second round matchup, which is unkind.
be banging. Also, keep an eye on Universal City Randolph. Little. I think they got a favorable draw. All right, but as far as champions are concerned, all of us basically copy paste Region 3. We all think the champion's coming out of Region 3. I think this is Brock erasure, quite frankly. I think Brock is going to have something to say about that, and especially if they get to a state championship game against a team like Columbus or Hitchcock, who is there for the first time. I think that
Brock has the
experience, that
advantage,
state
yeah.
championship experience, is a big deal. Big deal for Billy Mathis' squad. Keep an eye on this. We all like Columbus or Hitchcock to win the state championship there, but I think that, and especially, I mean, who knows if Malakoff can get by Brock this year.
I was going to say, it's also something that we sometimes it gets buried down in there, but every person that's coming out of Region 3 is going to go through the gauntlet week after week after week, while Brock just kind of might peter along into the state championship. You know, like they're well rested and not beaten up.
Until maybe they see Paradise.
Yeah,
again,
and that's
right?
I mean, but that should be 3 rounds in. You know.
Anyway, so there it is, 3A Division 1.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.